What's going on, y'all? Kind of a weird day yesterday. I didn't do much on SPY or SPX. Got a small win on QQQ, but a really nice win on Tesla yesterday, so that kind of worked out. We have NFP tomorrow, which probably means we're going to chop all day on the indices and ETFs. We'll go through some charts and then we'll figure out what we want to do. Let's go look at SPY. So a lot of distribution, or not a lot of distribution, but enough distribution here. Where it broke trend, right? We were making higher highs, higher lows. This is your first lower high. Maybe it's now a lower low. I look at this on the 4 hour. This 4 hour fair value gap that I mentioned yesterday has held so far. So I don't really have a lot of reason to be bearish just yet. I mean, don't get me wrong. When this inevitably goes, whenever we start closing below this, yeah, start selling puts. But as it stands right now, this is looking like it just wants to go up, make one final push upside before going back down. So that's how I'm looking at it. And the thing that will invalidate this rollover for SPY and SPX and probably the Qs in general is if we maintain above 754 on the 4 hour for the next couple of days. So if we end up doing that, you're gonna go carve out higher highs, higher lows once again, and this will just be a blimp in the market, right? And that would be pretty nice, because that means you're setting up higher highs and higher lows if you look at it more broadly. But if this doesn't hold and this goes up here, then you're likely setting up lower highs and lower lows, if that makes sense. But I had a feeling this 4 hour bullish fair value gap will hold, and it has. So I do like the RR on calls better. And again, trading is a game of probabilities, but I do think we will chop quite a bit after the first 30 minutes. So I'm going to play very light. I might just play SPY inside of SPX and just save my buying power for tomorrow. A few of us got DE calls. Nicely spotted, Sean. Higher highs, higher lows. This is looking like it's going to go towards 612, 620 pretty quickly. Whether that happens today or tomorrow, I don't know. A lot of defensive names are catching bids. So like things like Costco held its displacement really nicely and went back up. You're probably going to come back down a little bit, hold its displacement and go back up. Walmart looks pretty good as well for some calls for tomorrow. This has just been on a monster since it bottomed out on Wednesday. So crazy. We should start keeping an eye on these defensive names. UNH does look pretty good as well. I think I got a couple calls for this that are probably red. I might just add to some of these for the end of June. The 400 calls that are almost in the money. So, you know, we made a good call on those. And I already made money on those, so I'm not overly concerned. And SMR, I think we were getting a bunch of calls for this. We got the 15 strike. They went up 130%. At this point in time, my runner's dead. I don't really care because for the most part, it's been pretty profitable. Someone asked me to look at Palantir. I think I said this yesterday as well. Like this downtrend is going to break eventually, and you're going to get like this move up because this is a nice cup and handle forming, right? If I look at it on the 4 hour, this looks like it's about to rocket up here and go towards 151 and then eventually towards 164.9. But a lot of accumulation that's happened over the last couple of days, couple of weeks. So we'll see where that goes. Is it Timmy here or did I hear someone? I guess not. I gotta meet some people once again. Okay, that's that. Timmy mentioned IWM looks good. It actually does look better than SPY and QQQ right now. Or at least not as consolidating, if that's the right word. My target for calls is probably going to be this displacement, and this is a nice cup forming here. I do think for what it's worth, it's the same story on SPY and QQQ. Like it seems like it's a nice cup and handle. But again, I know that we have non-far payrolls tomorrow, so I don't think it's going to move much if at all. What else should we look at? I don't think I had anything else. Oh, let's look at the dealer exposure. I think 7,600 is the wall, but there's no volume. Like on a good day, we have $20 billion worth of volume. Like 24 mil is nothing. So I'm pretty sure dealers and most of the institutions are just going to wait for the data tomorrow and then just play it out. If I were you, I would preserve my buying power for tomorrow. What I'm going to do right now is probably play some very light size SPY calls. Tesla looks like it wants to go for another run up. Hopefully y'all caught that 6x move with me yesterday, but it was really nice. This is now your basing zone, so it'll probably just bonk around a little bit before deciding to go higher tomorrow. Keep this on your radar. I might get some one-day calls on this if it comes back down here, which I think it will, because that's a pretty optimal call entry for 4:30 calls for tomorrow, and I want to be out of them by the end of the day. That's really where my mind is. The trade very light today. I don't know what's going to happen, but I do think it's likely that we're going to chop around. Microsoft, I don't even know what to say. I'm just going to hold the 500 calls that I have for August and see where those go. And Master, it's invalidated that 4 hour fair value gap or bullish fair value gap that I had. Now just setting up lower lows and lower highs. So this might be an easy short. So I get some puts on Master for tomorrow. Maybe the 120 puts or 118 puts, whatever. And see where they end up. I do think it's going to bottom out eventually. I just don't know when. If I look at this on a daily and a 4 hour, you're very close to a bottom here. This is the same area that's been defended multiple times. And I think this is the line in the sand for me. If we don't close below 124.20, and you start holding this area, you're likely to go back up and carve out higher highs. I do have some July calls on this that are very red at this point in time. I might just keep them because I don't see the point of cutting them. Especially when you're this close to a potential bottom, I might as well just add to them if I see the thesis. But we'll see where this goes. This is also setting up like an inverse head and shoulder. So that's one other thing you got to be cautious of is like, if this completes that pattern, you're likely to go up instead of going down. So just keep it on your radar. I don't know what's going to happen to it, but I'm going to watch it like a hawk today. NASDAQ, a couple of us were playing shorts and longs on this yesterday. This area was holding really nicely until like the London session picked up. You see where London started at 3 a.m. Eastern, and that's when it started selling everything. So Asia bought, London sold, I think New York buys once again. Meta calls probably look good. Let's go see. If you were getting Meta, I would hedge them on a put, but this looks pretty nice as well. Nice cup and handle, holding this displacement area. This is also a cup and handle. So I do like Meta calls for tomorrow. The 625 look pretty good. I might just get a couple of those right out open and see where they end up. But overall, there's a lot to do behind the scenes. Welcome to me.
Aloha. If anyone took those IWM cons, even though it looks like it's wanting to go down just a wee tad, we are going to be up a little on those. Just a tad bit.
Just a little bit. But hey, that win is a win.
Have you looked at Planet Lab today by chance already?
I will shortly. Oh, actually, Netflix does look pretty good. PL, they have earnings today, I believe. I have a lot of common in the stock. I don't know if I want to get some calls tomorrow. Maybe hedge on the put 1 week out. But when a chart looks like this and you're accumulating before earnings, I just don't know if I want to play. Like this is that area that kicked off this explosive move up. We're right to the same level once again. I don't know. If I was a betting man, I would want to get some calls, but let me figure out what to do there. They do have earnings. I don't think their earnings will be that great, but they won't be that bad either. So maybe just consolidate and chops. So I might put a position for this for weeklies, but I want to hedge them with a put 1 week out just in case.
What also oddly looks good today is Walmart.
Yeah, I was just going over that. Walmart, Costco, they look pretty good. I'm going to get some calls for tomorrow. The 120Cs for Walmart because they're cheap, they're like $20 or whatever. Costco comps are really expensive, but I do think this year is going to hold. So I want to get the 990 strike for tomorrow. If we get bagged, we get bagged. Apple looks pretty good. 310C weeklies that I said like on Monday are in the money still. I already sold most of the positions, but I think this is going to go up again. You also got like a nice cup and handle forming here. So maybe the 315 strike for tomorrow might make a lot of sense. C, Citigroup. Oh yeah, financials are catching bids. I think I mentioned this a couple of days ago. This area held really nicely. You did the undercut, went back up. We would likely come back down just a little bit before going back up. But I like how this looking on the 15-minute and 4-hour. So 4-hour displacement is really nice. I really like that. My only concern here is your potential double top. But this is a nice inverse head and shoulder pattern going on here for Citigroup as a whole. GPM chart, I'm going to get some calls for tomorrow just in case. But look at that. Remember I was saying this earlier this week, like financials are catching bids, and here we are. Bouncing that exact same level from last time. And then now we're getting up higher highs, higher lows. I do think you're going to go up. Same thing with, what was it? GS, Goldman Sachs. These charts look really good to me. Like you're about to move up on financials. So I'd start looking at those as areas of opportunities instead of playing SPY and QQQ and whatever, because like there's just not a lot of volume. Like $2 billion compared to 20 bill on average is nuts. What's up, Jimmy?
If you're looking at finances, would you mind looking at FLG?
FLG. Flagstar. Oh, yes. Let's look at this on the 4 hours.
Cap banking.
A lot of accumulation here. Let's go see if there's...
It's a small regional bank. That's why I'm asking. KRE is the ETF that backs most of those.
This looks pretty good as well. I'm going to get some... I mean, it's relatively expensive. You can get some comments, see where they go. But I do like how this area is holding nicely. So maybe I'll set up a starter position on this. You're about to run up here as well. Okay. I see the vision, Timmy. All right. Well, market opens in 2 minutes. We'll see what we get. I might just watch for 15 and see where that goes. And then I'll hammer some meta calls out of curiosity and hedging them with the put. And maybe I'll get some Walmart calls as well. Maybe some Costco calls. But this is going to go fly without us probably. All right, let's see where that goes. And again, I don't see much volume here on SPX, so I don't really want to play that. Yeah, I'm still here. Come on. Nice volume on Meta and Walmart. It's kind of cool. $625 for tomorrow. I mean, it's not cheap, but it might work. I don't really want the overnight risk, so I'll probably just sell everything by like midday, whatever I take today. Although 630 calls on Meta look pretty good as well. Maybe I'll get some of those. Nice volume off the gate on IWM. Nice, let it dump. Let it all sell off. We'll watch for 15 and decide what to do. First 15 is always a trap.
Just another heads up on QCOM since that's the only thing that keeps paying me. I thought they were closing out of the June 18 300 calls, but they added another 7,000 yesterday.
Really?
Yeah, because the OI just jumped up to 15K.
QCOM, what was it? July 18?
No, I wouldn't mind going further out, but it was June 18th for the 300s.
Oh, I like the July 10th 300, so it looks pretty good too.
Boom. There you go. Yeah.
Volume. Let's see what the volume is. The 300s for July 17th are looking pretty good, or you can even get the September 18th ones. Yeah, the 300 strikes are pretty good for September 18th.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Walmart, let's go. I like the 120 strike, but they're getting expensive now. Let's see if it nukes for us a little bit. UNH, yeah, it flew without us. Didn't Fighter and Sean cut these calls that they had, and they're in the money now?
Dude, every day I come here, you just come here. And every day it goes in.
I don't want to give anyone false hope, but MU might look decent for an upset move.
Ooh, yeah,
Potentially.
probably.
Potentially.
I got this shaking up. Oh, Meta, look at that, just gone. I have 0 interest in chasing it, so I'm gonna cancel my order. It's already up 100%. Okay, let's go look at Walmart. Actually, micron calls probably make the most sense here. Is Intel taking off once again? Probably. Wow. I mean, the 112Cs are pretty cheap. Even the 113s are really cheap. Or just get in the money at $300 and chill on Intel. Why did these have so much open interest? Huh, suspicious.
SPX taking off a little bit there. Nice. The bulls are coming back a little bit.
Yeah, maybe I'll do some. Oh, look, the IV's jacked up on these calls.
Spy it is.
Yeah, spy it is. Let's get the 753s. I want to do like just 5 contracts at 142 if I can get her, 148, whatever. I really don't want to oversize here. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't, then it doesn't. DE calls are up. Let me just actually write that in Discord before I forget. 45%. Oh, wrong one. DE up 45%. Gonna trim a few. Trim, I can't write. SPY 753 calls are up about 10%. Not really that great. This is about to fly. Look at that bottom. If anyone wants to get that micron call, it's like the 1050s or even the 1100 ship tomorrow. Decent RR, honestly. Okay, this is an ideal Walmart call entry. Maybe not ideal, but good enough. You can get the 121s for, even the 120s for 66. You can get the 121s for 44. Honestly, pretty good RR. Or the 122 is at $23. Like you can just get like 5 of these. That's a nice defensive hedge at $23. DE, nicely done, Sean. Oh, I was nuking a little bit. Market's only been open for 6 minutes, so let's just chill out.
Not that you play IWM, but might be time to consider.
Dude, IWM looks great here for calls. I mean, so does SPY, but
Yeah, but if it's risk on, go with the risk on asset.
all right, let's go see IWM.
It's kind of like if you're gonna gamble, you may as well go for Texas Hold'em or blackjack.
The 290s look pretty good at 83. Let's just get like 2 of these, see where that goes. 290s at 83 on IWM. All right, let's just do this. SPY 0 DTE 753C at 140, up about 14%. 290C at 82 per con, up $1.10. Oh, I'm up 25% on these calls. Nice.
Watch IWM fly.
Yeah, it's about to.
This birdie is gonna fly. IWM up on entry right now.
Look at that volume on Intel. No way. Oh, wait. Which contract did I get for IWM? What? Oh, no. I got the right one. Okay. Yeah, it's up about 10. No, it's about $20 now. Crazy. I'm just worried they're going to pull a rug on us at 9:45. But the calls are green, so.
A Tesla 430 call out of the gate worked, but now I feel like it wants to say adios. 415 puts look good. Oh, as I'm saying it, there they go.
Yeah. This was that call entry I was looking at, but whatever. It'll probably fly.
What did you guys play yesterday on it?
We did the 425 and 430 calls.
Oh, nice.
They went to like $600 or something, which was insane. I really need to see this flip. 753. And at least we can go carve it a high before the rollover. That's inevitable. Nice volume in IWM. Moving better than SPY right now.
We love our IWM. I know we do.
You're paid within 15 minutes. It's pretty good.
Y'all got to play IWM more.
Yeah, all right. This will become the SPX Rut channel. right now is like we're not closing above this displacement, not closing above that level. I don't know what these two are doing.
Micron's up, by the way.
Yeah, I figured that was an ideal entry for calls.
Well, was.
Was not anymore.
Lose 1,000 and you're going to the doldrums.
Yeah. This area is holding really nicely on Micron. I like this chart. This is also a nice accumulation range. And you eventually break out or break down. We'll see what happens. Let's see what they're doing on SPX. Bearish.
Micron broke 1,000.
I think it'll hold. I'm not worried about it. $75.50 on SPX. What is that? $75.50. Oh, that's upside. Oh, cool. More volume up than down. Nice. Actually, this is a pretty decent volume. Not bad for a random Thursday before I was on the PC before MFP. The calls look pretty good. 75.50s. I don't know. I feel like everything's just stalled right now. Nothing's happening now. Just looks frozen to me. Actually, this is a decent entry on NQ. Do you want to gamble some longs? Let's do it. Of course, it fails right away and goes red. I should put it lower. Let's have my line in the sand. If I get stopped out, I get stopped out. I don't care. It should move up in theory. Wow, I'm just slapping an upside right now. These guys are almost out. I want to see what the 945 candle does. I think it's going to go up though. But by how much, no one knows. No, they got me out of my long. No. I'm going to enter it again. Just give me a sec. This doesn't hold on SPY or Qs. I'm going to cut these calls. I think it'll hold though. Okay, I like that. I like this move. Nah, it's just gonna get stuck with an orb. Nice move on Micron and Intel though. I like that. I like that pattern. What I'm seeing on what I'm seeing on NQ is like this 10 inverse head and shoulder pattern. But if this area doesn't hold, then you're gonna flush down even lower. I do think it holds though. I don't know why I feel that way, but I do think it holds. Let me just put in our long entry. Let's see if this will let me do it. Get up there, buddy. This will give me a warning. Yeah, that's what I thought. I hate these funded future things because like they're so strict with their daily loss limits, or like you can only have this much drawdown. Oh, there's a move up. Nice. Of course, this happens after they stop me out of my long. Master, I'm going to watch. I'm not interested in getting the puts just yet because I think it's going to bounce. There it is. It's going to bounce up exactly from that same level. I want to wait for it to show me a sign of weakness before I get some puts. I don't want to rush into it. Yeah, what was I going to do? Yeah, it's all upside. Look at that. You have a couple of puts, but mostly up. Maybe I'll just add to these calls. Maybe I get 2 more at 120. Yeah, don't oversize today, y'all. It's right before NFP, and it always chops. Doing this frantically on my phone. Trimmed. 822 120. Let's see what Moo's doing. It should be starting to get the volume as well. As soon as it flips, that's even hammer calls. Sizing very light today because I don't see the point in playing this much. Yeah, dealer position is neutral. They're all over the place because it's at FP tomorrow. Why they mind these calls? I don't get that. Although decent downside as well. I'll watch till 10, and then we'll see what we get out of this. But there's just no volume. Really need Addy Bloom to flip here. Yeah, they're gonna fade the rallies. I do think NFP will be fine tomorrow, to be honest. So I actually like 1 day to calls here as well, if you want to take that risk. See what Microsoft's doing. Oh, what a crap stock. Tesla. This is your inside bar. This will probably hold here and then go back up. Just watch this area. As soon as it does the undercut here, like we can get some calls for tomorrow. Oh, dude, I'm such an idiot. This was 1 day, not those ideally my calls I got there for 1 DTE, not today. Wow, I'm a dummy. Oh, so it worked. Just looking at the wrong one. No, I did it by accident. I wasn't reading, obviously. JPM, let's go see what these contracts are worth. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. I'm not chasing here. I have zero interest in chasing that. Apologies. Got. I was wondering why I couldn't see it on my contract list. I was like, oh, it's for 1 DT, June 5th, that's tomorrow. Not today. This is gonna flip. It's gonna flip really badly towards the upside. It's gonna go. It's gonna go.
Time for you to become an RUT trader again.
Well, they got rid of it on Interactive Brokers, and I don't know if Webull has it. Let me just check. Yeah, see that volume up? Crazy. Yeah, they don't have RUT on
And-
Webull either, so I can't do much.
And 289C is now in the money on IWM.
Nice. I'm gonna sell
See,
most of
folks?
the calls. Hold on.
Folks,
Watching
when you play
position.
IWM, it can work out.
The one day calls aren't that much higher. I'll just keep it.
The way, folks, this is the sole reason. Yeah, and I know Happy Cube has a IBKR, and yes, you can do it on there.
Oh yeah, you're right. Damn. All right,
Thank
I'm
you,
gonna go
Happy
start
Cube.
trading RUT again.
Just remember, it's a little slow mover.
Oh yeah, I forgot I did this last year. Damn. Look at my order history. I was like, damn. Wow, the volume just died up once again. Just flip that level. Go. Watching position. What are you watching, buddy?
Watching me.
Oh, they're buying
Watching
puts for
you.
611. These are in the money though.
Wait, it's not Sweet Caroline?
No, not yet.
Well, you said watching me. Watching you.
Hims does look pretty good. Oh, look at that boner on Hims. Nice. Broke out of that flag. Let's see if he gets
I don't
above
think you
this.
realize. Folks, let's stop to pay attention to this for a second. I don't think you realize the combo of words you just used unironically.
Oh, what I did. What did I do?
Say that sentence one more time.
I literally don't remember what I said.
I'm not saying it. I'm in a public setting.
Well, whatever I said, I said. I'll go to the YouTube live stream and see what I said.
Idiot.
Well, what do you want me to say? I talk a lot, so I have learned to tune myself out.
No, this is called corporate synchronization, folks. Happens all the time.
These calls are pretty cheap, so it might be worth a lot of income. 30 calls for tomorrow are literally like $30. All right, if we're gonna get stuck here in Orb, I'm gonna call a stream at 10, go make a coffee.
Actually,
Hey, what's up?
I know I was going to say, while you're doing this, time for you to start looking at RUT again. Get yourself ready.
I gotta get my I have like multiple Interactive Broker accounts. There's one where I have my long-term holdings, and then there's others where I just like have very small amounts. So I'll set up an RUT only portfolio, and what I'll do is I'll create a channel for us to play around with for RUT. Oh, they're buying the downside. All right, just be cautious here. You should be green at least on IWM. Spy calls were green for a little bit. I'm gonna hold these and see where they go. And I will go make a coffee so we can get some price action, because it always happens when I go make a coffee and can't look at the charts anymore. And then just mark goes.
So the thing about IWM here, folks, I'm not sure how many of you are familiar with it. I'll just briefly talk about it for a moment. IWM is your leading index when it comes to volatility. There's absolutely nothing more volatile than doing a small cap stock. It is best indicator of risk on and risk off.
I like that.
Because small caps inherently are extremely volatile.
Well said. All right, I'll go make a coffee so you guys can get some price action. See you in a bit.